Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're just gonna do like a little real talk, deep chat, mental health little Q&A. I thought it'd be nice to just sit down and just do like a bit of a chatty video, and just answer some of the questions that have been asked. I did put up like a little Q&A on my Instagram story quite a while ago now. It's taken us ages to film this video, but for mental health related questions. So I got lots of questions, so I've written them all down, and I'm just going to go through them and answer them. So grab yourselves a cup. I've got myself a little cup of tea. Let's just get straight in. So I separated it into a couple of sections. Some of the questions are pretty similar, so I've like grouped like a couple of those together. So I've separated into three things. So first one is medication, second one is gym, and third one is self-care / mental health. Talk about the gym first. So first and foremost, I'm one of those people where I go through phases of loving gym, and then I don't go for a while, and then I go again, and then I don't go for a while. In terms of mental health, the gym is good for your mental health. The gym releases endorphins, which is basically a happy hormone. It's really, really important to exercise for your mind, as well as like your physical health as well. So one of the questions that I did get was, do you find the gym helps? I find it helps me a lot. Yes, absolutely. So the gym for me is like a happy place. Don't get us wrong, I hate going, like I hate getting up and going to the gym. I would rather stay in bed. But once I'm there, once I'm doing it, and once I finish, I feel amazing. Like I can't tell you the difference you feel in yourself when you go to the gym and you exercise. I've been doing something called a shred. So basically I do this like 6 weeks transformation, where I do like a personal training session 3 times a week. I eat good. I've been doing that for about 18 weeks now, and I can't tell you the difference in my mind. My physical health, obviously I've lost some weight, I've gained muscle, I feel a lot fitter. Obviously we've had about 2 weeks or so off for Christmas, so I'm just going to blow my nose. I keep getting a cold, right, and then I haven't got a cold, and then I have got a cold again, and then I haven't, and then I have, and it's just the most irritating thing. Like, I'm excited to get back into it. I'm excited to feel fitter again, feel stronger. 2 weeks off over Christmas has been lovely. It's been a nice break, no getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but it does take its toll on you when you don't exercise. I definitely notice a difference in me when I don't exercise compared to when I do exercise. So yes, to answer that question, the gym definitely helps a lot with both your physical health and your mental health. So I definitely recommend even just going for a walk, or if you've got a gym membership that you've not used in a couple of years, just go, just do your own thing. Like, you'd be surprised how much of a difference half an hour a day makes to your physical health as well as your mental health. And the second question around the gym was, how do you find the motivation to attend the gym? Motivation is something that I've struggled a lot with. I find it difficult sometimes if I'm really struggling with anxiety, or if I feel a bit low, a little bit down. The worst thing that I do is I stay in bed and I won't leave my bed. I am one of those people who, if I feel sad, I'm like, I'm not doing anything, I don't want to do anything. Ultimately that makes us feel worse, but that is something that I'm very guilty of. It is something that still happens sometimes, but I really push myself to go to the gym. And to be honest, I think because I'm doing this shred, it's 3 times a week, I've paid for it. It's like, right, Kerry, you need to get up and you need to go. The girls that I do the gym with, I love them to death. They're like great girls. I've really made some lovely friends. We've gone through like all of the shreds pretty much together, and we're now on like a fourth one, so really good, lovely girls. And I think the people that you exercise with as well really makes a difference. You get excited to get up and go. Obviously the 5 a.m. alarm is not great, but just getting up and going and knowing I'm going to see the girls, and noticing the change in my mental health as well as my physical health gives us more motivation to actually get up and go. So I think definitely because I've seen changes in myself, that has given me more motivation. But it is hard at the start. It's really hard when you don't feel very fit. You feel really tired, like you go to one session and you're like, I'm not going back, I feel sick, I'm not doing that again. You ache, and for days, like, I know what it's like and it's horrible. I know when I get back into it properly on Thursday, I'm going to feel exactly the same after having a couple of weeks off, but it passes, and then before you know it, you're really enjoying it and you're really getting involved in it, and you want to go back and you want to do more and you want to do better. So it's hard to find the motivation sometimes, but I would, from me personally, I would say it makes such a difference to your own mental health that it really is worth getting up and going for. The next section is all around medication. A little backstory: I took antidepressants for about a year. I came off them in June or July last year, I can't remember. June or July last year, so that's what, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, about 7 months I've been off them now. So that's just a little backstory, just in case you're wondering the questions that I've got about medication. I was taking 100 grams of sertraline, primarily for anxiety, but also for, I had a slight bit of depression as well. I always feel a bit touchy about saying the word depression, because I feel like what I was experiencing was nothing compared to what others experience every day with depression. So definitely anxiety. Certain things that happened in my life brought on a sadness and depressive episodes. Whether I would say I was depressed, I don't know. But I was certainly very low and not myself at all. The first question I got was, how would you advise the best way to come off antidepressants? Certainly consult your doctor. I remember going on holiday, actually. I think I went on holiday in the June of last year, and before I went, I remember saying to my mum, I'm going to reduce my tablets and come off them. She was like, whoa, hang on. And I was like, no, because I've got this really great idea that, because I'll be on holiday, I'll be in the sun, I'll be having loads of fun with the girls, I won't notice that I've reduced the tablets. And she was like, no, Kerry. She was like, what happens if you reduce your tablets, you then start to feel worse, you notice a difference, you're going to have a shit holiday, you're then going to have to start taking your tablets again, which is going to have then a ripple effect on the side effects of the medication, which are very strong. She was like, no, don't do it. So as soon as I got back from holiday, I rang the doctors. I booked a telephone appointment, and I basically just said to the doctor, look, I'm thinking of, I want to try and come off my tablets by the end of the year. Obviously, I understand it's July. I'm quite aware that I might not be off them by the end of the year. If not, that's absolutely fine, but I feel like I'm in a position where I can at least reduce the tablets. I'm in a much better space, both mentally and physically. So this is what I want to do. And she said, right, okay. For the length of time that I've been on them, and I was really surprised, because I'd only been on them a year, she advised me to, she ordered it as a prescription on the phone that day, 50 milligrams, and she said take the 50 milligrams for 1 week, and then the next week take half a tablet, so 25 milligrams for a week, and then nothing. nothing. I mean, I didn't know what to say on the phone. I was like, I very instantly regretted the decision, and I thought, I can't do this. There's no way that in, 3 weeks time I'm going to be taking no tablets. Absolutely not. I froze, like I panicked, and I thought, I can't do this, but then I spoke to my mum, spoke to a couple of my friends, and the doctor wouldn't tell you to do something unless they thought that it was okay for you to do. Through gritted teeth, I agreed. I mean, she'd already ordered us the 50 milligrams, so I had no choice really, but she ordered us the 50 milligrams. I think this was maybe like on a weekend or something. On the Monday, I started the 50 milligrams. I took the 50 for a week. And then the following week I took half, so I took 25 milligrams. And then the week after was the first week of nothing. I was scared. If you've never taken antidepressants before, when you first start taking antidepressants, you can get quite bad side effects. Obviously everybody's different. Some people might not get them as bad, some people might get them really bad. For me personally, some of the side effects are, funnily enough, depression, anxiety, nausea, fatigue, like all of those kind of things, which is crazy considering it's an antidepressant. You actually feel worse. The first 2 weeks that I took them, I felt absolutely awful. I was already in a really bad place, and I felt so anxious, so low. I was crying all the time, I was sick. So when I come off them and I started the first week of nothing, I thought, oh my god, like I'm so scared that I'm gonna feel like this again. I would say about day 4, the first couple of days was fine, but I assume the tablets would have still been in my system. The 50 milligrams and the 25 milligrams, I didn't notice a difference. I personally didn't notice a difference. I didn't notice that I had reduced them or anything like that. Day 4 or 5 of no tablets, I started to get a little bit panicky. Now, I don't know if I was getting a little bit panicky that because I knew in my head that I wasn't taking them, and I was like, why do I feel fine? I don't know whether it was just all in my mind and I was just making myself panic. But I got a little bit panicky. Day 4 or 5, I felt a little bit like, oh, like I've made a bad decision. For that couple of days, that was probably about 3 or 4 days. But I thought, you know what, ride it out and see, and I'm absolutely fine. Yes, I still have my anxious days, but in terms of coming off them, best thing that I've ever done. I don't feel like I need to go back on them at all. I know I've got them in case I need them, but no, I feel absolutely fine. So to anyone that is thinking about coming off them or knows anybody that is, I would say definitely obviously consult your doctor, which you're supposed to do anyway. Definitely consult your doctor, and everybody is different, so just because they told me to do 50, 25, none, doesn't mean that they might do the same for you. So it all kind of depends on what tablets you take and how long you've been taking them for, what you're taking them for, and just take it easy. Like, just it's a big change, especially when you know in your head as well that you're going through that. It's a lot to deal with yourself. So I would definitely talk to your friends, talk to your family. The other question that was related to tablets actually just said, how are you feeling being off your tablets for a few months now? So obviously I did this poll a couple of months ago. So I had only been off them about 5 months then, when I got this question, but in general I'm absolutely fine. Thank you very much for asking. I feel good. I feel like I'm in a great space. I feel like it was the best thing that I've done for myself. I now don't rely on medication to essentially make me happy, which is probably the greatest feeling. I think it's a very emotional feeling. I think to know that you've gone through whatever you've gone through and you've came out on the other side, and now you don't need that medication. Obviously anybody that is still on that medication, if you need it, you take that medication. It's not to say that just because I don't, you don't need it either. That's not the case at all. I have got myself into a space where I don't need them, so that's something that I've worked on myself. But I think it's something that everybody can work towards. Obviously everybody's struggles are different, and some people might be there, some people might not be there yet, which is absolutely fine. But yes, thank you for asking. I'm absolutely fine, I'm doing good. I'm in such a good space in my own head. I know exactly what I want to do, I know how I feel, I know how to look after myself, which is probably the most important thing. But yes, last section is all around self-care and mental health. Now if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, I will just pop my Instagram just here, but I post a lot of self-care tips, anxiety tips, like all of that kind of stuff, because I think where I've got myself into such a good space, I want to be able to share and help with others. So yes, I still have my days, and if I have my days, you're damn sure Instagram is going to know about it. And I also ask for help and ask for advice and tips, anything around like anxiety, self-care. Like I follow so many other bloggers on Instagram who post so many good tips around self-care and around mental health, so I would definitely recommend having a look at some bloggers, like other mental health bloggers as well as me. Obviously I'm not a big blogger or anything like that, like nobody really knows who I am or anything like that, but it's not about that for me. For me it is about being able to share and help with others and be relatable, I guess. I don't want to be necessarily known or anything like that, but I want to be relatable. I want people to be able to look at my page and think, yes, I feel like that as well, and this is what I'm going to do to combat it. To see DMs from people on my Instagram. I've had some DMs on Facebook and on Twitter from some people that I know, some people that I don't know, that I've genuinely said like thank you so much for helping, and I can't tell you, like it makes us emotional talking about it, because I just, for other people to have like the guts to be able to message you and to be able to say, look, you've helped us so much, like I love reading your blog and I love reading your page and I love how honest you are, and thank you so much. And they'll openly tell you about their struggles and about like what they're struggling with, and obviously it makes us really sad that other people feel that way, because I know what it feels like, but to know that my, fuck's sake, like a fucking wet wipe, for me to read those messages from other people who are saying like thank you so much, like I can't tell you how much that means to me. So thank you very much to everybody that sent us a message about my blog and my YouTube channel and everything like that, and I will keep doing what I'm doing. Certainly if it's going to help you, it helps me as well. So thank you very much to everybody that's messaged about that. I will be forever grateful for the support. Yeah, we're just going to stop with that because I'm just going to keep crying. Not the actual questions, because that wasn't a question. Although actually it does kind of tie in with one of the questions was greatest achievement in terms of mental health, and that is one of my greatest achievements, being able to showcase being in a really shit place to now not being in a really shit place, and to see the growth in myself, and to know that it's being noticed and people relate to it that is one of the greatest achievements. The other one is coming off my medication last year, so that kind of answers one of the questions. But yes, moving on. I've got quite a few questions on what to do during a bad day. If I am having a particularly anxious day, which I do, it's very normal, very common. Number one, take time for myself. You need to be selfish. I can't stress enough. You need to think about yourself. If you are having a bad day, in essence, that means it's not like you've let yourself get to that space, but you are in a position where you feel a certain kind of way and only you can get yourself out of it. So you need to be selfish. First and foremost, I will only do the things that I want to do on that day. I might have a bath. All of these things that I'm going to say sound normal, just looking after yourself stuff, but the difference that it can make to your mental health is huge. As I said earlier, I am one of those where I'm not getting out of bed. I want to stay in bed all day. I'm just going to sit and binge watch YouTube because that's what I like to do. By all means, lie and watch YouTube and sit and binge watch it to your heart's content, but get up and get dressed first. So go and have a bath, maybe read a book or a magazine or something in the bath, or you could watch YouTube on your phone, or you could watch Netflix on your phone, just anything to keep your mind occupied while you have a nice bath. Wash your hair, shave every orifice, do a face mask, like all of those like normal self-care things. Do that, and then I would also say to, once you've had a bath, make sure you get dressed, even if it's just a tracksuit, clean pair of pajamas. Even if that's too much, a clean pair of pajamas makes such a difference. So make sure you get dressed, brush your teeth, wash your face. Once you're up and ready, it's like, I can't describe what it's like. It's like when you're hungover. You know when you're hungover and you think, oh my god, I can't get out of bed, I'm dying, like this is the end, I'm done, I'm hanging, I'm dead. But then you get up and you have a shower, you do feel a little bit better. So definitely get up, get dressed. That's rule number one. Make sure you get dressed. Even if you get dressed to then go back to bed, it's absolutely fine. You've got up, you've got dressed, you've brushed your teeth, and you've made a positive change. Secondly, I will probably be binge watching YouTube. Go for a walk. I can't stress enough how much going for a walk makes you feel better. If you do follow my Instagram, you'll know that I often go for lovely walks. Me and a couple of my friends will have like a little Sunday club going where we go for lovely walks on Sunday. We go all over the place. I also like to make a little list. So I've mentioned this in a video before, but one of the things that I find really helps me on a day where if I feel particularly anxious, like, oh my god, like I can't shake and I can't get out of it, I will write a little list of things that I want to do that day. So this is if you are not at work, so I would write a little list of things that I want to do that day. So it might be something as simple as have a shower, make my bed, straighten my hair, walk the dog, make a coffee, make some lunch. Any of those little things, like, that sound so simple and you would not need to write them down, but honestly it makes such a difference when you can look at your little list and tick things off. Cleaning, organising, I often will clean my makeup brushes, or I've got all my makeup in acrylic storage, I will take it all out, reorganise it. It sounds stupid, but stuff that keeps your hands busy really helps. I've also got some little colouring books, like adult colouring books and some pens. Adult colouring books are great for keeping your mind busy. Games on your phone, so like puzzle games or anything that you have to think about, really, because it's all about taking your mind off how you're feeling inside. So any of those kind of things would be my kind of go-tos if I was feeling that kind of way. If I was at work, I would try and keep as busy as you can if you're working. Obviously if you need to go home, like, work's work. Your mental health is so much more important than your job. Yes, your job is very important, it's money, you need money to survive, but you also need to be headstrong and you need to have the right frame of mind to be able to do the job that you're doing. So if you're not feeling right, go home if you can, and do the things that I've said. If you are at work, try and keep busy, drink lots of water, talk to your colleagues at work, tell them how you're feeling so that they know. I think one of the most difficult things is when you keep it all bottled up in yourself. Organising is probably my number one. Self-care is going to be organising, which actually fits in with one of the questions. One of the questions was, what's your favourite self-care thing? And it is organising. Organising anything, like organising makeup, as I said, makeup, skincare, clothes, like clothes and drawers, organising clothes on hangers in colour order. Any of those kind of things really makes us feel calm. It makes us feel calm and organised. It sounds ridiculous to say it out loud. Like, you've got your life in order. Like, there's nothing that I hate more than when my room is untidy. Especially now, I realise how anxious it makes us feel when my room's not tidy. So if you do have an untidy room, tidy your room, because that will make your head feel calm. I think the saying is tidy house, tidy mind, or something like that. That really is a thing, and I would really recommend doing that. What are you most grateful for? I think I am most grateful for friends and family. Why am I crying again? God. Friends and family, definitely. I think, God, get your act together, Kerry. Fuck's sake. Yeah, friends and family. Although the things that I've done within the last year to get to the space that I'm in now, is all my own doing, and it's something that I've achieved by myself. I wouldn't have been able to do without my friends and family. The support that I've had from them all has been overwhelming. The support I've had from people that I don't even know, like people that I don't know on Instagram, will send us a message and I love your page, or something like that. Like, that for me, like, I get so buzzing. I'm like, oh my god, like, number one, how have you even found my page? Number two, thank you. I have no words. But yeah, that's currently what I'm most grateful for. The last question was, has YouTube helped your mental health? Yeah, I started to improve my mental health when I started blogging. So I used to have, well, I've still got a blog, but I just don't write anything on it anymore. But I used to have a proper blog, like a proper website. I will link it in the description box, because there's loads of fab posts on there around mental health and self-care and anxiety and my journey and my experiences, which I won't ever delete, because when I look back at them now, I'm like, oh my god, like, I actually felt like that. Like, that is serious shit, compared to how I feel now. But yeah, I will never ever delete them, because that's how I felt at that time, and the things that I wrote on there are very honest, and it's a very true representation of the space that I was in, and no doubt somebody else feels like that currently, and if that can help them, then all the better. So yes, certainly, starting my blog was where I really started to help myself, and it really started to improve my mental health. Also my Instagram is like a business Instagram. Like, I don't get paid for anything or anything like that, but it is classed as a business Instagram. It's classed as a blogger Instagram. That I hate that saying, like, people. I was talking to someone the other day and they said, are you a blogger? And I said no. And they said, but your Instagram says you're a blogger. And I said, I wouldn't say I was a blogger. Like, I've still got a full-time job. Like, I'm still just making. Most recently starting this YouTube channel has also really helped my mental health. It's kind of like a release. So when I come and film a video, I feel like I'm happy. Like, I feel happy to do it. I really enjoy doing it. And now I don't know where I would be without it, or my little Instagram thing that I've got going on. That is all for the questions. Thank you so much for everybody that asked us a question. It really means so much. Obviously, I've been able to film this video from your questions, so thanks so much for everyone that asked a question. If you would like me to talk about mental health more, I definitely want to add more videos around mental health on my channel. Obviously, now that I don't do my blog anymore, I still want to talk about mental health. I still want to talk in detail about certain things. So if there is a particular topic that you would like us to talk about, please let us know. I'd be more than happy to film a video on it to talk a little bit more in detail. If there is any other videos that you would like to see from me, please let me know. As always, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel because it really helps me out. Please like the video if you liked it, comment on it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.